Hello, hello. Hello, Panda, Ian, Dragos. How are you all doing? Okay. Okay. What are we? We're gonna draw a circle. I was censored, okay. Ian, why are you constantly being censored? I called you bitch boy. Oh. Am I? I see. A lot of people do call me a bitch, so, you know. In a loving way. I get it, no worries. Cool. The Cirrus is awake. Good morrow. See ass. Yeah, see? It all works. It's all good. And hey, I managed to record like an episode of Remember the Flowers without accidentally saying Cirrus instead of Cyrus. It was incredible. You can say bitch sometimes, but not all the time. I see. What is the definition of morrow? I don't know. I do always say morrow for Morrow Bonebreaker, so... What does morrow mean? The following day. The time following an event. The near future. That is what morrow means. So what am I gonna draw, guys? What am I gonna do? You did it, Ian. You did it. Wait, but what is... Why not logging? Why not logging? Wait a minute, what is logging? Logging definition. What is... The activity or business of felling trees and cutting and preparing the timber. Okay. Okay, that is... I see. Yeah, it specifically said felling tree. I was a little taken aback by that. But you know, cutting down. me do this real quick. That way I can actually see multiple things on the screen at one time. Of hot locking men in flannel. Yes, yes, I have. It's a good aesthetic. It's a real good aesthetic. I don't know what I'm doing. Excuse me. I sneezed. Okay. You're my little button. No, stop it. No. That's bad. Bad. Do you not want to be Pog? I don't like the idea of being Pog. Do you want to be Pog, Ian? We can do that. Is that a good enough? Is that a good enough Pog face for you, Ian? We can Pog it up. Am I doing it right? Ian, is this poggers enough for you? Well, of course. You have to be as like a, you know, as insane as the Peggle 2 guy, right? I still need to see that clip. Give me a minute. Give me one moment. Okay, we will. Where is it? Oh, right. We will make it this. Yeah. Oh, oops. over here. Where is it? I have too many tabs. I am getting confused. Anyway, here, we'll Ofaku. We will transform this. Fit to screen.
Thanks guys, that was amazing. Thanks so much. I'd say I was speechless, but I have one more thing to announce. Coming this year, Peggle 2!
And he just walks off stage. Like he looks so happy. Like
Speechless, but I have one more thing to announce. Coming this year, Peggle 2!
Okay. I had my fun with that. Yeah, he says that, they have the little number 2, and then they move on to the next game. Like... Shit was the funniest thing in the world. What is Peggle 2? To this day, I still don't know. I don't know what kind of game Peggle 2 is. I don't want to know. It's better this way. Like... Then what's just Peggle? I still don't know. That was the first and only time I've heard about Peggle. And it's just a guy that just looked really excited, did a jump and fist in the air, and then walked off stage. That is it. That is all I know about Peggle. That's all I want to know about Peggle. You know, it's shit like that that makes me really, really miss E3. Like, it was never good. But damn. Precious memories. Remember that really weird Sony E3 where the video games didn't have music attached? Because they had a live orchestra playing all of the trailer music. That shit was weird. Weird flex, but okay. I don't know who that was for. I don't think it was for anyone. Man, how do you all like your shirt collars? Do you like them hanging like a little bit low like this, or do you prefer them like scrunched up to your neck? Because let me tell you, I don't like things near my neck, so I like to have like the collar like hanging down a bit. Wait, what would you possibly hear besides collar? Holler? Taller? Baller? Sure. Wait, I don't... What could you possibly have heard? Seed acid? Oh, Billy, hello. Oh, did I get sucker punched today? When I took a shower, like after waking up, I did start bleeding from the face, and I was like, huh, that's a little odd, but okay. Like, not like the most bleeding, just like, oh, that's a little bit. Oh well. Like, Ian, are you the kind of guy who makes the pogger's face? Do you get do you get sucked into hype culture? Like is that you? Is that why Bloodborne is your favorite game? Because it's it's a big hype culture. Let's see here. Oh, you know, Panda, like when you get like when people get like really excited for something, hype culture. Are you okay, Josh? When am I not okay? Like, I'm okay all the time. Hold on, you can't fucking say that. Wait, what's I'm gotten excited for a duck plush. Yo, same. I've definitely gotten unreasonably excited for a giraffe plushie before. That's why I have a couple next to me. Wait, where's Tom? I'm gonna go get Thomas. He's right behind me. A beautiful giraffe. I'll put him on the seat next to me. Here, I'll move my trash can. Eh. Will he fit on this chair? I'll have to clean off the chair first. Okay. Tom, sit here. There we go. Good boy. He never faces in my direction. That's a little sad. But, he's a good lad either way. I guess I can, like, turn him? Okay. Oh no, is the seat big enough for his little hooves? Tom? Okay. Ah, hello, Maestro. Did you eat anything today? I had some mushroom stew. I made another batch because I just had the ingredients. And I make a lot of stews because they're really convenient to make for me. Bird making stew? I do it. I feel like I made Ian's shoulders too wide, like... I'm so used to drawing wide boys, but... I assume Ian is not a wide boy. This one time. I'm a wide void maker. No. I mean it true, but that sentence sounds off. Well, you know. What do you think, Tom? There you go. Do you have twink OCs? Does Vita count as a twink? He's pretty small. He's wide though? There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay. I was like, something's off. We'll flip the canvas. We'll fix that. Ah, Bucky, hello. Dalmatian Street. All right. Yeah, that came out on like the Disney Plus, right? Not safe for work Bowser art is your guys' fault. I mean, I've never done not safe for work Bowser art. I've liked and retweeted it before, but you know. I was in a Discord server and this man was blaming women for a gif of Bowser shaking his rear. Do women like Bowser? Is that a thing? Cause like, traditionally speaking, or at least in a more modern sense, like women typically aren't as into like muscle and shit. That's a very gay stereotype. It's the reason why like all the men in like romance shit is like skinny now for the most part. It's also why in like Japanese BL media it's like also skinny men. It's because like women in Japan aren't into muscle. I guess I'm thinking from an Asian perspective. Maybe white women like muscle. I don't know. Is that a thing? Does anyone have statistics on that? Because I certainly don't. Good. Should I have to find and immediately cut ties with random women? Oh my god. I'm sitting here like mashing the C key going like, why isn't the tool changing? And I'm already on the crayon tool, like... Here I am being a fucking idiot. What? There we go. It's just a Pokemon. Yeah, but it's a cute thing. Not my starter of choice, but you know, it's cute. Then again, Gen 1's weird. Because the starter of choice really changes per game. Though I think... Statistically, I think, in the Gen 1 games, Bulbasaur is actually the best one to use. Because I think in, like, Pokemon Red and Blue, you can either use Bulbasaur or Charmander to do the wall skip. You can't use Squirtle. You have to use either, like, Bulbasaur or Charmander. But it, you know, it lets you wall skip. And, like, in, what's it called? In the remakes of, like, Fire Red and Leaf Green, they fucked up Venusaur's programming, and so he ends up outspeeding, like, both the other starters. When his slow speed stat was supposed to be, like, his limiter, so he just ends up being better in that specific game than Charizard or the Blastoise. Shit's weird. Hello, Chase. Yeah, we poggin'. We're poggin' here today. Josh, have you seen Wednesday? What do you mean? Wednesday? Is that a thing? Wait. I'm confused. I mean, I've never been able to see a day of the week. It's, you know, it's not physical. But, like... Oh, Wednesday Addams Netflix. Okay. No. No, I has not. Should I? Is that a thing I should do? Huh. Okay. I don't need that tab anymore. Okay. Yes? I should? Too dark for me? Okay. Yeah. There we go. There. It's very TikTok e-girl. What? Now, Chase. I'm too boomer for this. What is a tic-tac e-girl? Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't know. Oh, Panda, that's just something I say. God, you're old. I know. Are you boomer enough to remember who she once was? Like Wednesday Addams? Yeah, I'm familiar with the original comic. But from the 60s, correct? She was kind of fun there, you know? Well, yeah, the Addams Family started out as a comic. Like, I never read all of the strips. Well, that's still a comic, Bucky. By definition. Even a lot of the Golden Age heroes started out like that, in like newspaper strips, and then got converted to a comic magazine. Which is why it's really weird to read the original Action Comics. So like Superman's like original comic book series, where like Action Comics #1 was formatted to be in a strip comic, like to be in like a newspaper strip, and then later in production they decided to make it like put it in a magazine, and so it's formatted really weird because you're meant to be reading it like one line of panels at a time rather than like a full page. And it's, I don't know, it reads very awkward. That's just me, though. Oh, VN means visual novel, Lucky. There we go. Everything is formatted correctly. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, guys? Someone we don't expect to see. Oh my god, this fucking keyboard. It's fine. There Oh, Michael, hello. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't really, like, finish it, just, like, loose gesture. Work? Oh, I don't know. PC night? Do you want to be? Let's see here. I'm trying with this face. I don't know if it's working, but oh god. Oh right. The I still have the Peggle page up. Yeah, that needs to go. That needs to go. We don't need that. You were playing Peggle? No, no, not at all. Michael, I don't know what a Peggle is. Like... I was just reminiscing about the really weird E3 announcement for Peggle 2. Rotate this a bit. There we go. Okay. Okay. But yeah, we can all agree that that Ken is best boy, right? Like, ooh. Oh. Is basically a variation on pinball? Okay. Ken from what game? Burrows. Let's see here. Ken is great. He's amazing. He doesn't have any kind of imperfections. Facts. There we go. Yeah. If you turn up the temperature, oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Okay.
Who joins? Oh, it's Josh. Oh, I can't spoil it now. Okay. We can't.
Oh
we
God.
can't.
Okay. We can.
His stream
It's
is
been
buffering
redacted.
though.
It's been redacted. The only thing that we can that has not been redacted is Chase Jones saying he has good taste wrong.
No, he has good taste.
What?
That's
Ian
Chase
is
has-
Ian is
Spencer.
the pro
But
side.
Chase has fun taste.
Yeah, like he likes Orlando, which is
Josh,
bad, which is a bad
Josh,
take. But
Josh, fun taste. I can agree with that. That's separate.
now, Josh,
Hi,
Yeah.
Chase.
I am mad at Extra.
Uh-huh.
You know what you did.
Yeah.
Why? What was your? Explain your decision making there.
I wanted to be selfish.
You literally said you wanted to buy him a bear, and you didn't.
It didn't say it was gonna be a bear.
It's fine. It's fine.
So
I
at least
haven't
this is
seen
part
about
of,
it. It's fine. I'll see.
This is part of what I was like explaining to Ian like right before you joined, was that when I did my playthrough, I didn't have the bear. But like what we were talking about is like that game is so like micromanaged. I didn't even have the option to pick a bear. So what I was laughing at is like you have to have exact like background stats. You have to do like very specific things to even have the option to get the bear. And it seems like you had the option and you're like, but me.
Yeah, I'm a selfish person.
Which is great. Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's amazing.
like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the
I
bear,
support
there's plot points with this fucking bear. So like
And
now
I
I'm
never
curious
saw
what the
that.
fuck's gonna happen. But okay,
And I never saw that.
it's fine.
Oh,
It's
don't worry.
fine.
I went back and got the bear. I
Oh
was
Oh my
curious
God,
who
thank
just
you.
did that.
Thank you, Josh.
Wow, Ian, you're such a whatever.
I get what I want. Okay, I'm spoiled.
You do. Also, we were having this fun conversation because at first we're like, Ian wasn't like actually watching the stream. He was talking to me, playing his game, because like you finished
Just-
Pog.
I have
you
the stream
finished
up, but
his
Fane is
Pog,
talking, so I had to turn the volume down. So I
Oh, yeah,
understand
no
hearing.
worries.
And so we were trying to decide, oh, is this going to be a bird? Since you had just started like very little lines, then all of a sudden we saw the tongue and we're like, oh, it's Zeke. And then like it was like, wait, no, that looks right. Is this Zeke as an old man? And then like slowly we figured out it was Ken, but it was just this weird.
No, it looked like
thing.
like a top Zeke. Like he was just like really like sure of himself.
Yes, but he looked older too, and so like our conversation was like, wow, it's so weird that Ken is just like an old man Zeke.
Yeah, that's why I like him.
Yeah. He's pretty good. So okay. So the other thing we were talking about too is I remember I had just finished because I had seen you had uploaded some parts for Burrows. I read all of Heroes parts, and I was like fuming at you, like I'm so annoyed that it ended with mushrooms. Had you finished it at that point?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I was like, oh shit, knowing how he records these things, where it's like, yeah, definitely it'll be out. I'm gonna record it 5 hours from now, but like I was worried that I had spoiled that for you and you didn't know anything like what I was even talking about.
Oh, whatever. Spoilers. Who fucking cares? Like,
Oh no, I know. Like again, it would be mushrooms, and it's literally just mushrooms, and that's how it ends.
Mushrooms. I am the king of the mushrooms.
Oh, you're so happy. Do you have mushrooms?
I
eat
do have
today?
mushrooms right next to me, actually.
Fucking course he has mushrooms. That's like,
Hang on.
what are you talking about?
Yum, yum.
Do you not remember when he's like, I need to go to 3 separate stores just to get these separate types of mushrooms, and there's one specific one that I can't find, so I just need to keep going. They have mushrooms, they don't have my mushroom.
Well, they have different tastes.
They do, but like I'm just saying, I am being like, you have mushroom, you have mushrooms.
Yeah. But sometimes I want shiitake mushrooms.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
It is fine. It is fine.
Good.
I get scared by mushrooms that are yellow.
Yellow mushrooms? What kind of...
I don't know. We have like a pack of mushrooms where it's like 3 different varieties, and 2 of them seem fairly normal, and then one of them is just like bright yellow, and it scares me a little bit. I'm like, this looks.
It's mushrooms?
This like what?
What? I said piss mushrooms. It's me.
Oh,
That
my
was-
god, Ian.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Ian.
I had to. It's my
You
brand.
had to.
It's my
It's
brand.
I need to go back in the comment sections of those videos on the other, you know what I'm talking about, and seeing how many times that came up. Because it came up for them.
What? Are you talking about farts? Or something?
No, oh, why would you think that?
I don't know because
Oh
you
my
kept.
god,
I don't know what you're talking about.
we were fucking talking about Echo today. You know what I'm talking about. You post comments on videos today, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Ian, you're here," and like in multiple videos, they're like, "Wow, pissing is like a problem. It's dangerous."
Yeah.
But I didn't check comments for you. But now that I saw you in that one comment, I was like, shit, I need to go back.
I don't think I've commented on many of them or any at all.
Just like again, Sulky
Let me check.
randomly, like in a different video. Oh my gosh. Michael,
I watch videos
I'm so
too.
glad. I'm so glad you weren't here earlier. When Josh was not on the stream yet. Because I was praising you. I was like, Michael's so cool. Like that whole
There was
like,
another thing you said though.
well, that's the thing. He knows the other thing, but like, I want him to remember the other thing. I don't want him to know about like the like Chris sounds so cool. Michael sounds so cool. Like that whole Nintendo Direct was so embarrassing. But like,
What?
I don't want to sound like I'm calling him Chris Pratt. Maybe I do. Ian, did you not see the Nintendo Direct where they're like, Chris sounds so cool?
I don't watch Nintendo.
Okay, but like if you were posting me going gaga, like that is like,
It popped up in my recommended.
what are you watching to get that to pop up in your recommended without like having anything to do? I guess you're watching Josh. Never mind.
I watch. I have this like 2-second memes pop up in my recommended. I watch the stupidest shit. I'm a TikToker.
Dragos, he is.
TikToker.
He's like really. No, I want you to cry, and I'm gonna bottle your tears, not teals.
Why not teals?
And I'm for reasons I can't get into the stream while it's live. But I'm just
Doesn't
gonna
like
bottle
colors.
those tears. I'm gonna bottle those tears, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna heal myself with them. Fucker.
You're gonna heal yourself? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, he is in our fucking D&D group. He is our healer, and he's decided for his story, he like needs to like learn that maybe healing people is great. So right now in his arc that he has created for himself, he's like, I'm just not gonna heal anybody.
Wait, does he have healing tears?
No, I'm just saying I'm gonna make him cry. He is the only one in our party that has like a healing ability, and he's like, but my journey is to not heal anybody. Uh, and
It's
little
crucial to his
fucker,
character.
I love him so much. And he
Dedication.
upsets
I like it.
it. It's really good. Beanham's very good. Uh,
I hate Beanie.
my character's immune to poison. Make them poisonous all you want, they'll heal me more.
I don't know. The last time I played a healer in like D&D, when someone asked for healing, I would they would have to give me a reason, or else I wouldn't do it.
They'd have to bargain.
Yeah, they'd have to bargain me to heal them.
I feel like, Josh, that makes sense for you. I feel like for Michael, it's going out of character, which is fine.
Oh,
I
it's his
just like,
character.
It's his
wow.
character.
It is his
character's
character. I guess what I'm saying is, Josh, that character feels like an extension of yourself, and Michael's character feels like the exact opposite.
Oh, well,
God likes
I
playing
didn't
himself.
like my character for that one.
Yeah.
Like, who
It
was
was-
trying to tell you something?
It was written with them knowing you in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
like,
we want you to
"Oh,
play
he'll-
like
he'll-
this during the game, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine with this.
Note it down.
Michael, I love it. Like, I'm not criticizing you. It's genuinely really fun. But I will bitch about it every time because that's also really fun. He very much is a cleric. We have a weird ass fucking party, I will say that. We cause more problems than anything else. God bless poor Cirrus, who is like trying to like stay within the guidelines, and then we just get distracted by the stupidest shit.
Oh,
And
that's
just-
normal.
Yeah. I. Yeah. 'Cause every single one of us, uh, to be clear, is new to this game. Other than Cirrus, who is DMing it for us. This is all essentially our first D&D game. So,
Wow, Josh, you made him
Yeah.
big.
well, of course he did. He is big.
I mean, isn't Ken big?
He's big,
Yeah.
but this is big. Like he's got that
Ian-
skinny, muscular build.
Ian, shut up. This is perfect.
This is good. I'm not saying it's bad, but
It
he's
seems
big.
like you're pointing it out.
No, I'm just pointing out how big he is.
Maybe this is Ken in fucking Street Fighter 6. He's divorced at this point, but instead of human Ken, this Ken is like fucking thrilled about it. He's like, fuck yeah, I'm divorced and I'm so fucking big now. And he's so happy.
He's big because he fights for his friends.
Yes.
Yeah. Ken doesn't have friends.
I think Ken has more than enough friends in his head.
I don't know. Ken has a lot of friends. He has Gray.
Mhm.
That's all you
Yeah.
need.
Is that all you need, Josh? Is Gray all you need?
I feel like I'd have some fun conversations with Gray.
Okay.
We'd hang out, talk about the shit.
Mhm. And yes, Cirrus, we would love you here. Especially because maybe, how are you, actually, Josh?
What?
Because I feel like I'm being, like, I'm having propaganda, like, is shat the right term? Like, shat at me, like, shot, but, like, actively shooting. But, like,
What?
it's happening. Like, I feel like propaganda is, like, being aimed towards me. Because I tagged Ian being like, hey, you disliked Core's art style. What do you think of it? And Cirrus immediately popped in and being like, Core is fantastic and I can speak on Ian's behalf. And I'm like, I know you liked Core beforehand. You voted for Core. I'm just like trying to understand from somebody from an outside perspective, uh, how are you liking Core, Josh?
What kind of an answer do you want?
A real one.
What I mean is like my emotional
No.
response to it. What I think of it on like a technical level. Like, what kind of response
Yes.
do you want?
So I guess, how do you feel about the story and writing? Because obviously I think that, like, I've talked about the art and, like, that's not something I super gel with. That doesn't necessarily preclude me from ever, like, touching something.
Okay.
Unless it's
I think that something that this game does that I don't really see in like a lot of other ones is it legitimately feels like a bunch of friends hanging out on vacation together.
Okay. No, that's good.
Like for better or worse with how their personalities can clash, like it actually feels like a bunch of gaggle of friends. Like it is an enjoyable time on that level.
Okay. So is this like a thing where they decided to go on vacation? They're like, this seems like a great idea, without like realizing like, oh, we all approach vacations differently.
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's
They're
actually
just like it's like a
pretty
hangout
chill,
thing.
actually.
Okay.
Even when like a plot shows up, it's like it's still pretty chill about it.
Okay. Yeah, because he was saying that it's like good vibes for the most part, or like it's not even good vibes. I can't remember the exact wording he used, but it gave me lo-fi beats, like energy is what he wrote, not necessarily. I don't know that that's what he was going for, and I obviously know now that I've seen Whisper of a Heart, like what that's actually referencing, which is Country Roads, but.
My favorite Japanese song.
I didn't. Yes, I can't believe I didn't know that. That's so frustrating. I didn't know that. It's so fucking because it's like it's not even just the English dub. That is just straight up it.
Hello, Sirasu.
Hello.
At least I assume that's you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you. The propaganda has arrived, but I'm
When
here
you
for
say
it.
propaganda, what do you mean? Give me a second.
What I mean is,
Like,
we know he's a canvasser, okay?
Like, do you mean like information, especially of a bias or misleading nature, used to promote
Yes!
or publicize a particular political cause or point of view?
Yeah, like anytime I talk about like anything really, it's propaganda. So like if I like something, I'm gonna like how can I like market this to somebody with their specific desires? I actually don't think Cirrus is doing that. I think he's just like marketing towards his own what he enjoys about it. And I think that at this point, because he knows that he's kind of got me hooked with D&D, he can just be like, well, you like this and I like this, so maybe give it a chance, dumbass. But in a nicer way.
Look, Corey's good, and like I want more people to like it because it's so niche and like it should be more appreciated.
But what if I like it but not like it?
I mean, I guess that's fine. But like, you haven't even tried it yet, so
This feels like you're like trying to sell me on drugs.
But
Like, how can you say you don't like it unless you've tried
let's
it?
go on the flip side. Sears, you really don't like Extra, but you've never played it. But you have like this
Thank you,
searing
thank
hate
you,
for it.
thank you, thank you, thank you. We're there. That took way quicker than I thought it would.
That is one question though. I wanted to ask Josh. What's your feelings on Extra right now? Like the story and writing and all that.
Oh, excuse me. It is pretty alright. Like I'm not blown away by anything it's doing, but I'm also like
No.
I'm just kind of vibing.
Are you bored
Like
at any point?
I'm bored at times, but I think that's just like a normal thing for me. I don't put that against like the work.
Unless it's just like the only emotion you're experiencing.
If it's like usually like the ratio I find is like if I'm bored like 60+% of the time, it's a problem.
Not to name names, we won't. It's just like for me, the pacing of tennis. Sorry, oh my god, I almost said extracurricular activities. Is very bonkers, and like it can be very boring, and then all of a sudden something completely like out of nowhere happens, and it doesn't make sense, but you're not bored by it. It's just like, okay, we're just doing this now. Sure.
Like, so far, I find myself more enjoying like the smaller moments in the game.
That's good. I'm
like I actually
I want to say
legitimately really enjoyed the amusement park section.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a fun section.
Yeah.
And I mean, just
Ferris
spending
wheel, have a good time. Stare at
time with
Harold
Harold
while he's
in
in the
general.
shower.
Yes,
These are all good moments. Very memorable.
You're so basic. Like, that's not a bad thing. Like, again, I'm so happy you didn't go for Spencer immediately. Because I think Spencer is, like, I was telling this to Ian.
What? But
I don't
Spencer's
agree
the
with
only
that.
character
Genocide.
I knew going into the game.
No, I know, but I was just like, that's a fucking lie, too. You fucking rhino whore. We know.
Yeah,
told me
but I
that,
actually
like,
have
that
seen
was
far
in your
more like
folder.
porn and discussion of specifically Spencer. Like,
Oh, for sure. Spencer is like far and away the character. It's just that you had that picture like for so long, and you're just like, I don't know what this is from, but I'm into it.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just Yif. Like,
yeah, right.
And oh my god, that series. And you're still in like the fairly tame part of it.
yeah, shit hasn't gone crazy yet. It's getting there.
Because like like the number of days, I'm like what, like 2/3 of the way through.
In theory.
What day are you on right now?
21.
Yeah, in theory is a good way of putting
Well, that's
it.
why I specifically said the number of days I am.
Yeah.
2/3 of the way
Yeah.
through. You know, that's still like a really low number of total days as opposed to tennis ace. So like I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
And like it doesn't
I wish you compared to tennis ace.
Oh,
I'm just-
okay. I do think the tennis matches are written far better in Tennis Ace. But that's something that I still like really like in Tennis Ace was all like the actual like tennis prepping of the tennis, how much they went into like the technical aspect of tennis and the preparation post match and even the in between in the matches and even the decision making during the games I think is like done better in Tennis Ace. I wish Tennis Ace was just a sports like thing, like for the love of God, please.
Holy God. Yeah, the tennis in Extra is bare bones. It's not the point.
Right, yeah, and I
It's
totally
bare
get
bones.
it. But I do think like the cast is written to a more fun extent. I think the only like major character I'm rather mid on is like Maria.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And it's not
for me.
It's not for anything she specifically says, but how she's used. Because that's not a person. That's a third narrator.
Yeah.
Oh, no, absolutely.
And
It's
that
just
annoys
like,
me.
Yeah,
As just a writing thing.
She does have. It depends on the route for sure. I will say sometimes because she is a third narrator, when she decides something for you, sometimes depending on the route, it's fucking crazy. Again, one of the reasons why I'm like, it's probably a good thing you didn't go for Spencer right away. Because that was the first thing that took me out of the game, like immediately. Like I did Spencer's route first. Loved it to death. That is probably the most tennis focused of them, since he's like the quote unquote star athlete of it. But like, I'm not gonna get into too many specifics, but Maria is just like, I don't know what she is on. I'm just like, are you sure this is like good advice? And she's like, I'm sure it'll work out fine. No? Maria? What?
No, she's like literally like always right, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm perfect in every situation. Oh yeah, the best response.
But she's like the only part of like the writing currently in Harold's route that I'm like, I don't know about this. I guess like I find Dozer so forgettable that anytime I boot up the game, I'm like, all right, he's a route. Like...
Yeah, he's invisible in like every route.
He's the one route I haven't touched at all, and I want to at some point. I was saving him for last because I heard that if you do Chester's route first and you get like enough of a good ending, you might even need to get a perfect ending. You get extra stuff in his route. I don't know what that means because I haven't done it yet. I just heard about that. So I was saving him for last, but yeah, he is like the most non-entity character, and even when he shows up, even like for me personally, not a knock against him, his design is almost like a non-entity. Like even as huge as he is, I don't know if it's something about the face, but it just feels like removed.
Chester doesn't pop up too much either in other routes. You see him more, but he's not too much
I
of a
don't know how to
character.
feel about Chester.
I don't like Chester. I really
also
don't
popped
like
up in like 2 scenes outside of like group scenarios for me. So
Chester, I feel like you would like Chester and also dislike Chester. I think that you would have like some of the most fun in Chester's route, because God, that boy's a fucking weeb. Oh my God, it's the most embarrassing shit. Oh no, I'm again, not to get into specifics. You get like little vibes from him depending on what route you're doing.
yeah,
but like
I went to
doing
the
route
arcade one day.
Okay.
Met up with him, and I'm like,
Okay.
oh, is this his shtick? Like,
Ooh. Well, it's really weird too because in his route, the like main character suddenly gets a personality. That's like not just like, oh, I'm the main character. Suddenly he's like, oh, I'm a business major. Like he mentions that in every route. It's just that's the route where he is one, and I'm just like, do I hate the main character? I might hate the main character. It's kind of fun in that way. I do kind of hate the main character, only in that route, but like,
his name is supposed to be Eric, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr.
Okay,
Eric.
I didn't know that. So I unfortunately named my character. I was like, Hunter sounds cool, completely forgetting that was Chase's last name. Because this was like, I think this was my first one, like right after. It was close to my first one. I definitely played the Smoke Room first, but like, I tried tennis. I tried Tennis Ace for an hour and a half, and I was like, this game, the fucking cicadas are giving me a headache. I'm like, I'll come back to it. Like, there's an option for sound effects and music that are separate. I turned down the sound effects, and the cicadas were just as loud because they are built in to the music, and I was like, I can't handle this.
Yeah, for the recordings, I turned down my computer's audio, so like it wouldn't affect the recording, but it meant I didn't have to like listen to it.
Yeah,
and extra. In extra, there's days when it rains all day, and oh my god, it's so fucking loud.
Yeah, there was one of the nighttime scenes where it's raining, and I turned down my computer audio during that scene.
No, that's awful. That's fair.
I was like, give me a second. Like, pulls up, like, the volume control.
Oh, no, that's fine, Slow Panda. I do realize they are loud. It was just, like, the specific, like, sound was actually giving me, like, a migraine where when I stopped playing it, it persisted. And it made the game, like, I either had to play it with no music on, or just like it was not for me. It was a very specific thing. I realized that most people it's not gonna bother because it is a very popular VN, but for me specifically, that's when I switched over to extracurricular activities because I'm like, let me try this tennis one, maybe it won't hurt me physically, and it didn't. It hurt me mentally, but I liked that about it.
I hate when games have the that ear ringing sound, or like
oh my god,
it happens in VN. Okay, I love 922, like the VN, but it has that noise so many times, and I have to mute the game because it's awful.
It's like, the guy I
get it.
They
I get it.
There are not trained sound directors on these projects, but sometimes I wish there was.
Yes. Oh my god. I think that would be an actual, like, decent role along with, like, an artist and editor. I think that would probably help these projects quite a bit. But, like, I'm realizing an Echo too, especially when I'm not rating it myself and I'm watching somebody else play it. If they, like, go on a tangent on a certain screen where, like, shit is ringing and I'm like, this is awful, please stop talking. I know what you're saying is interesting. Shut up.
See, it was a good thing that half the audio was muted in my playthrough.
Yes!
And Darian and I didn't realize it for 50 parts.
You did us a I fucking love that you're like, God, I love this Leo scene. And, like, if you're in Jenna's route, it's one of the most climactic things, and you're like, huh, I remember music here. Like, that is...
There was music here. It's gone now. Like,
oh my god.
That was so good, because it's so good, that song. Like, everything about it's so perfectly built up. And then you're like, huh, I kind of remember music here. Like, it's great. It's great. It like, fits the tone of that so amazingly well.
God, I'm looking at this design for Ken. How many zippers are on his fucking pants?
You know he loves Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, like a lawn levels of knives.
Just like Ian did not want to admit it, but the creator of Shelter fucking loves Kingdom Hearts.
A lot of people like Kingdom
Good
Hearts.
for him.
It's weird.
It's just pure madness.
I don't even think it's that anymore. Like,
I Quadratum, that like, oh shit, we're not gonna go into, like, the wake or sleeping. We're gonna go into the realms of fiction now, and the fiction is reality. Like, I love Kingdom Hearts. And it's actually, like, again, if you are going with the way they intended to, which is very esoteric, and you're just supposed to, like, go along with the emotions and not the specifics, yes, it's fine. If you are, like, paying attention to the lore, like, very hardcore, which they do give you the option for that, I wish they made it a little bit more mysterious.
It would be better if there weren't any reports.
Yes. God, yes. Oh my god, yeah.
Because the fact that I had been paying attention to the reports since I was, like, in 2001, have been reading the stupid reports in these games, and they make less and less sense as time goes on and contradict themselves, and you're like, there was no plan. There was nothing. Like,
yeah, the awful thing is sometimes there is a plan. Like when Nomura in like an interview for the Ultimania for Kingdom Hearts 2, like spoiled a bunch of shit that was coming for Dream Drop Distance. Was hilarious, but
well,
then
there was a plan
too
late, is what I mean.
Yes, yeah, no, for sure. Because in the first game, there was no plan. It was just like, we're making this one game, and then after that, they're like, okay, let's build off of this, and it's very clear that okay, they decided it afterwards. The fucking
and like,
sigil.
sure, they're fun and silly, but they're also like really aggravating on a technical level.
Yeah.
Like, they're fun enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Josh, I'm so excited for you to get to, like, it's not Kingdom Hearts, but, like, later parts of extracurricular activities, and almost every single route has some, like, major bullshit, and I'm so excited for you to, like, see some of it, where the conclusion, the morals they discover for themselves are so, like, you sure that's what you want to take from this? Okay. It's great. Again, it hurt me more than almost any other VM series. But it's so... I was so happy when you chose Harold.
well, look at that shoulder hair. Like...
like, he had the like, out of all of the, like, shirts, like, just a little bit of stomach showing. Like, everything was just like, wow, this is a character that Josh is going to enjoy. And, like, of course, Spencer was like, whoop. Like, Spencer... Like, again, I don't mean to be mean to Spencer, but the eyes do affect things, too.
The eyes? What's wrong with his eyes?
They're very small, and I realize all of the characters have very small eyes. I just
They're all
think that
small.
Spencer gets the worst of it, because sometimes he's winking at you. He has a very specific like face where he's winking at you, but you can't tell that he's winking at you. It looks like he's closing both eyes, and like he's just happy, but he's supposed to be winking. And you only know this, or I only know this, because before they changed art styles, they had them all front-facing rather than the three-quarter view. And it's a lot more obvious there what each expression is supposed to be. I do actually like the three-quarter view, and I think a lot of characters like got an upgrade. I think Spencer's the one that like got a downgrade.
Do you play these games on your phone?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I play them on my TV.
Oh.
I mean, my computer that's attached to my... It's a long thing, but, like, yeah. I've never played, like, any of these VNs on, like, a desktop. So I probably miss details, because there are certain things for, like, if you're on a desktop, you are staring straight at the screen. I'm usually, like, 6 feet away or something.
Yeah.
Because if I see the sprite up close, I get it. It's just that, like...
I mean, their eyes are small, but I have trouble noticing he was winking. But that's just me.
I also broke my newer glasses, so I'm wearing glasses that I was prescribed 8 years ago.
Oh, fucking lit.
And... yeah, that doesn't help things.
Yeah, the last time I bought glasses was when I was on my dad's insurance. I don't want to do that again.
Oh my god. I don't know why. I thought you were gonna say my dad's deathbed. I don't know why my mind just immediately like filled in the blanks there. I guess the alliteration? Michael, you're here?
Yes,
He's
I've
commented
been
a
for.
few times.
I
Yeah.
heard you before, but then
Like,
Sirius spoke
we've
immediately
responded
afterwards.
to him
and
a few times.
I probably did.
But it's okay. It's been a minute. Like, no worries.
Get distracted.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I lose
like-
track of the universe within my hand. It's no worries.
Same. Hashtag association.
How have relatives been, Michael?
Oh,
Are
thank
they
you.
still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Are they still there? No, they left like a couple days before Christmas. They just randomly showed up. Like, okay, I'm done.
I could totally see that happening though. Like,
I
oh,
have
we can
no track
only
of
take
time.
off this week, not actually Christmas. But...
Honestly, though, like a lot of people at my work, because I work at a grocery store and it is going to be open on Christmas for reduced hours, but like a lot of us are basically required and cannot take off time during that week. We can't request time off.
yeah.
But yeah.
Like where my sister works is a 24/7 job. Like that
Oh, no.
factory does not shut down.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
the
sometimes
best.
like she just has like not gonna be able to come like the holidays. No worries, guys. I'm getting paid 1.5 more. I prefer it this way.
Honestly, I have that same vibe. The only like holiday I actually really like, and I realize it's controversial, is Thanksgiving, because I do like the food.
How is that?
Because there's lots of mashed potatoes. I guess in my friend group that I have, like in person, a lot of them hate Thanksgiving food. I think I'm the only person who likes Thanksgiving food.
Cranberry sauce is amazing.
No,
Oh my
they
God,
hate
that
turkey.
sounds
They
good.
hate mashed potatoes. They hate stuffing. I'm just like, and they're
Hey.
like, I hate the smell.
Oh.
Yes.
I hate like I only eat turkey. And turkey's not even that good.
Yeah, turkey. is
But it's
lovely.
meat.
How could somebody hate mashed potatoes though? Mashed
I don't like
potatoes.
mashed
Sorry, Kragus.
I think
I don't.
Ian is
They're
one of
just
them.
mush. You're eating mush. That's gross.
That's literally what they say. That's what they say, and I'm like, you're wrong.
I mean, they're
I
not
know.
though. It is just mush.
I know
mush.
it is, but whatever. It's good mush.
Like
Yeah,
I
it's-
like it,
no.
but I'm not gonna argue with someone over like what it is.
Like, if you-
there can be cream cheese, there can be like butter, and yes, it's mush, but like it depends.
I want butter.
Like,
I'll just
Yeah,
put
but
it on the
if
fucking
someone doesn't
piece
like
of
the
bread.
mush, they're not gonna like it dressed up. Like,
It's mush.
The mush unless it's inside a fried bit.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can have it where you have like chunky mashed potatoes where like it's not like fully made into mush, so it's like
no, but there's probably still
I'm
Piece-
enough.
just not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat it.
Like, Ian, do you like scalloped potatoes?
I don't know what that is. I don't like baked potatoes
Okay.
either.
okay.
Okay, so you're just
so
not a
you're
potato
not a
person.
potato person in general.
Yeah, like it's gotta be fried.
Oh,
I hate scalloped potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. I love baked potatoes. I like
Just
potatoes
scalloped
in almost
potato.
every form.
that's
Scalloped
sliced
potatoes,
and
I
like
hate.
sautéed
They're
and like
yeah,
a
they're
cream
thin-
sauce.
thinly sliced.
Nice.
fine.
A
A lot of times people have them with cheese, which is tasty, like potatoes au gratin.
Yeah, and I don't like that. And I feel like I should because I like both. Like every single element, I like separately, but together, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just like with people who do not cook it that well. It always feels like the potatoes are like too hard, or they're too soft. And then I'm just like, I would rather have mashed potatoes, or I would rather have a baked potato. And when I say too hard, I mean it tastes like it has a bit of a crunch, like an apple does, which I
Oh.
hate.
Wait, I have a
It's
question.
not good.
How does people eat sweet potatoes?
Oh!
Uh,
Is that like the
that's a
fries?
different
But like
Whatever
I
you
don't think
want,
I've ever seen.
Like,
Yeah!
Sweet
Can they just
potato
eat
fries.
like the normal potatoes?
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
Are
Can you have
you
sweet
one of
potato
those-
mashed potatoes?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I've only seen sweet
Okay.
potato fries. Like I've never seen like an actual sweet potato like in the. potato form.
Do you know what yams are?
Like a beet. I don't know.
Okay. I was just checking to see if you were like, well, I know what like yams are. We have yams sometimes at Thanksgiving, but I don't know what like mashed sweet potatoes would be, because they're essentially the same thing. I've come around on sandwiches.
Oh, hello, Vivian.
actually.
Oh my god, Vivian Jade.
Oh hey,
Welcome.
Vivian Jade. Hello.
Mashed sweet potatoes. That's like the baby formula stuff. Those are good, actually. They're pretty good.
Wait, mashed sweet potatoes?
Yeah.
You can't say baby formula.
Okay,
You
yeah,
call it
you
good.
can't say. Like, I get what you're referring to. You're referring to baby food, but when you have it, usually you have like there's sweet potato casserole, but you can't just have like mashed sweet potatoes. And yeah,
Well, it's just a difference between like mashing it and pureeing it. It's
it's a great conversation to walk in on. And yeah, I see. I didn't used to be a fan of them. I like them more now, and I had this realization this year where I was like, oh wow, I really like them this year. And then my mom's like, oh, I'm so glad you like the butternut squash. And I was like, oh.
Okay.
Whoops. Because butternut squash is like delicious in general. But I don't know why I
We had a ton of squash this year from our garden, and like just a week ago, I helped my mom like cook it all.
Okay.
What'd you do?
In
with
the
it?
garden?
Yeah, exactly.
She just mashed it after. Yeah.
Do you have feelings on spaghetti squash? Do you have that at all ever? And
What's spaghetti squash?
spaghetti squash is essentially squash that you can like use a fork with, and you can cut it and turn to like a string. Like it basically mimics like spaghetti or noodles, I guess, if you don't know. Again, I'm just like I'm like it's wait. I'm just asking. Sorry, Sulky. If like in the UK, if they don't know what spaghetti is, if it's like ranch, where it's like cool American
Oh my
Doritos.
god. We have spaghetti.
Just double checking.
We do have spaghetti.
Okay.
It's a common.
It is.
You have spaghetti and you have lettuce.
Yes.
Great, love it, thrilled. Also, yeah, no, I hear you on the lack of sleep. God, if I put my CPAP on, it would probably help. But I'm not doing that currently. I haven't been on voice chat in a while, so you know I'm hanging. Definitely should be doing that, but
Josh, have you been using your
oh yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
Oh god, no. I have to refill that. And like,
Oh,
why would I do that?
you can't even manage to get a bottle of
weed.
water for a video, so I mean, it makes sense.
Right?
But so,
Like I when I took my shower this morning, I had a nosebleed, and I'm like, yup, it's winter.
You sure you're okay?
I'm okay enough.
Josh
We'll
just gets
take it.
Like,
okay for Josh.
no, here's the thing. Humidifiers are only a problem for Josh if it's not on at somebody else's place.
Well, I keep the one in the living space actually on at all times. The one in my bedroom is the one I usually forget to refill.
Okay. Which is, you know, maybe a little important, but
Yeah.
it leaks in, it seeps in. The moisture seeps in below the door.
I do sleep with my door closed, so like that probably does not help.
No. But I'm glad that you're using the excuse of like in another room it's on. The door's closed.
We already
But-
know it doesn't help. Okay.
I know, we know.
Your bedroom must be a fucking desert.
No, the house isn't that bad. Because I can tell how dry a room is just by walking into it.
That
Is
is.
that
Which is
your
like
superpower?
one of the worst superpowers ever to have. But-
I was like, is this your version of like, actually, I'm an empath, and you're just like, actually, I can tell if this room is dry.
Sometimes, like, I don't have to look at the weather, because if I go outside, I can tell whether or not it's going to rain or not.
Oh yeah, you can tell by the smell, the pressure, and all that.
Smell.
other stuff. It's
Yeah,
super
yeah.
easy.
Also, Dragos, are
smell
you
is- yes.
like 10 miles away from your microphone?
Maybe.
It's been messing up for him recently.
It has. I turned it up now.
Oh,
Okay.
now
Yeah,
it's
that's a
better.
lot
Okay,
better.
okay.
Yeah.
You can tell if a room is dry just by the amount of static. Because I
Oh,
essentially,
yes.
I essentially live in a desert. Where I live is like just a few inches away of rainfall from being classified as a desert.
Oh, bless. Oh, yeah, you can definitely smell the
My
incoming
room-
rain. It's nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I do,
wonderful.
I
like-
didn't used to be able to, but now I can.
I wasn't able to until my grandma pointed out, like, oh, it's gonna rain, like, the smell, and then I, like, forever etched that into my mind. The same, it, like, has like, it's not the same scent, but it gives me similar vibes as, like, Pirates of the Caribbean water, which is
doesn't-
very specific to anybody who's ever been there, but, I don't know, once you notice it, once it's been pointed out, you're like, oh, it does have a very specific smell.
I've never noticed it as a smell. It's more like just a feeling in
oh, yeah,
the
like
air.
when you
It's
breathe
tactile.
in, like the air itself
sure.
is like almost heavier because of the amount of moisture.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel like that's more noticeable from like arid climate. If you lived in an
Mhm.
arid climate, just for the fact that like, yes, the air, it is so light, and then
Right.
the rain comes and you're like, ah shit, I can't breathe.
Well,
I
for me,
didn't
it's
know-
wow, I can breathe better when it's raining.
Oh well, that's fair. That's fair. Most
I was
people-
I'm
gonna
like,
say-
yes, please.
When I was in Florida for 6 months doing the college program, like, yes, it was humid as fuck and it made certain things miserable, but I could breathe there. I have allergies in like dry weather, and it's kind of annoying. Like, I can never breathe properly here. So it has its like good things, but that also could just be like, oh, I'm in the wrong environment for me. And other people, it's the exact opposite. So I don't know.
I didn't know about the static thing. That it gets staticky when it's dry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very static.
It's like when I get in my room, my blanket is so staticky. I love it. Oh my god, like my whole bed is just like pure static. That's good. to know.
You've
Michael-
never lived in a place where literally everything is staticky.
Michael,
It is
What-
I like
scary.
static.
Can you-
Static's fun.
can you elucidate? Like, can you expound upon like?
What
I'm-
was that
I'm
word you
so-
just used?
I'm reading his post and I don't fully understand. And again, this is me who has lived next to a beach. Like, a beach is like a mile away from me and has been my entire life. So like the ocean is a constant for me, to the point where I'm like, ew, the beach, there's tar there, there's sand, why would I want to go there? But I do get a lot of benefits from it. So I'm just kind of confused as to what Michael is talking about, being like, I feel like I'm drowning.
Oh, well,
I-
yes. Oh, yes, Ian?
Good.
Well, you see, the first time I've been living in this for a second place all my life, and in here I live close to the mountains, and it's freaking desertic sometimes. So the first time I got to go to a beach, well, basically I felt like I was drowning because of the moisture in the air. It was awful. It happened twice. The second time I did.
Were you breathing like a fish? Like, were you trying to come up for air? You don't need to answer that if it's too embarrassing. It's okay.
What do you mean,
Michael
Chase?
Straight boy? Yeah, literally, I was like, wait, what?
I don't know if I should be offended or not.
I feel like you should be.
Oh my
just on the
God.
principle of it, and also because I'm so confused. I feel like everything that just happened in the last like 2 minutes, not what was said, but what was like written in the chat, has been like, what are people saying?
Don't worry about it. That's what usually happens there.
I mean, okay.
It's okay.
No, Chase, it's fair because you're right. Josh usually doesn't read the chat, so like we can just have that space. Sometimes things come out.
Chat is forbidden and forsaken for good reasons.
Yeah. You know what, you're right, Michael. Maybe Josh is correct. To avoid that.
Oh, it's... Okay, I can't argue against that, but...
Okay.
But there was that weird
Vivian,
argument where you all are arguing about pineapples. What was that, the other day?
Oh, no, this was just a few minutes back.
Oh,
no,
gosh.
this was a different one. Oh, first episode, I see. Ah, yes, Beep and Shay.
Oh, awesome. I hope you've been enjoying that.
Fun sets are in it.
Yeah.
Oh, how spicy you're gonna get with it.
Because you had issues. Okay, so one of the games that has not appeared on Josh's channel that he has not read yet because they're doing remakes of it is Lagoon Lounge. At some point, we will push for that and have
No.
Do you remember? No. Ian, it's fine. I'm sorry about this. I remember you had issues, right, where because of certain content, YouTube was very much not. Yeah, exactly, because they get rid of that in the remakes. Certain content they get rid of for maybe for certain reasons. That like it didn't necessarily age well. Wow, age, huh? But
oh God, no.
Yeah. Gosh, I
Wait, so are you saying they're doing a remake of the remake now?
No, they're not. They had already in the remake. They had like kept the events with that character.
They've done
just
part
did not go
of the
further.
remakes currently.
Yeah, they have not gone further than the like emotional moments, which the originals did go further than them. They're like. It like again, one of my biggest criticisms with that game is the choices actually do not make sense because you can say something innocuous and that'll be like, oh good, let's go further, and you're like, that's not what I wanted to do, and then you can do the let's go further option, and it's like, let's establish our boundaries. And I'm just so confused with that game because I was going through like older games that I hadn't that were influential to a lot of writers that are writing some of my favorite series now. Oh no, Vivian, I know what you're saying because there are so many things that I could be referring to. I'm specifically referring to a certain I'm not gonna get too into it, but like
we know
know
that.
Yeah,
You said age. That's all you need.
I did say, but it's just like I feel like some of the other stuff that is problematic comes up in Night College, and in some ways, Night College can go further. So, and that seems to be okay. So,
we don't need those games on the channel. That's fine.
Oh no! I realize I'm not going to be clarifying. Josh, I swear if you were drawing Vita right now, I just realized that.
How can you tell if it's Vita? It's literally just a circle and a nose.
That's enough.
It's enough.
Is it
It's
Vita
Oh,
enough.
that's
Josh?
100% Vita. The
I
way
mean,
with
I
the
haven't
nose.
decided yet. I'm just drawing a generic shape.
No. You were going into Vita.
Do a lumberjack Vita.
Or delusions are
Lumberjack
strong.
Vita.
Yeah,
Draw
sure.
just-
Lumberjack.
He can't even hold an axe. It's too heavy for him.
I was
Just
Yeah.
you have to.
Do a
That's why it's great. Because
lumberjack
He can't.
cross
Yeah. Amazing idea. Please, Josh.
So sorry to go back to where I was going originally.
Please.
is
No, we
I
can-
don't know. No. Nothing to do with Lagoon Lounge. This was like very off topic. I just got distracted, which happens. I don't know if you've ever played D&D. I just get vibes based off of what I've seen you play with Temptations Ballad. That maybe you've played once or twice. I haven't seen every single video. I've seen most of them. How do you feel about clerics that don't heal? Not talking about anybody in particular here.
Sure.
Not talking about anyone in particular here. But
Well, are you giving the cleric good reason to heal? You know, like
Once.
Yeah,
this is a
not
two-way
even
street.
once.
You know, you have to be giving something too. They're giving
I
you
feel
life.
like-
That means you need to
They
have
can
something
get-
as equivalent.
Oh god, imagine if the healer just like made you pay like 10 GP every time they used a healing spell on you.
Well,
Great idea.
Yeah.
serious?
Gosh, imagine that.
Serious? I am so upset with you right now. I am so frustrated with you right now. Don't give him ideas. I already got to the point where I complained so much that, like, Cody, who was very, very nice, was like, I'm dying. Please save me. Powerful. Also, this person that I am trying to romance is near me, and I want to look cool. And so Michael's like, oh, you want to look cool? Oh, that's really nice. Let me heal this other person then. Which happened to be me. And I was like, oh, wow, that really worked out for me.
Worked out in the end, right?
Look,
Yeah, it
in
worked out
D&D specifically,
fantastic.
is he playing a subclass that focuses on healing?
Grave
sir.
Domain.
Then he doesn't have to heal you.
Ooh.
Also, artificers have access to healing spells. Multiple
like,
people can be healing.
Does every artificer,
Yes.
oh my god,
Yeah.
okay.
Every artificer has access to their entire spell list. And
Brian has
healing-
used-
and-
Brian has used healing before.
yeah.
Yeah, on me.
There is
Wow.
you have multiple healers in your group and you're complaining about one person.
Oh, it's fine.
Because
It's
it's
fine.
funny.
Oh, I'll make them pay. Don't worry. I mean, what? It's fine.
And my
Now, you
character
guys-
is like the Flynn of the group because
You
I
guys-
will be complaining about things, but also I use Featherfall to dive off of like the high towers in like medieval New York. So whatever, it's cool. My character's happy.
You guys are going to get to like level 5, and you're suddenly going to realize that wait, like Michael is just like the best damage
Oh.
dealer in the group now. What happened?
I've been looking at it. It's going to get fun. It all depends on your decisions to see how the fates will end up turning. It's
I'm so annoyed. Like, so one of the things, Sirius, that I was really annoyed about is I had had like a vague plan already because I was like, if I'm going to be talking to this, like, to people, I want to bring Alarm with me. And so I was like, do I want to bring Alarm, Featherfall, and Detect Magic? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave Detect Magic behind. So, like, when I failed that check and was like, nope, this seems innocent, this seems great, I was like, I can't even do like a preliminary check. Like, I can't even just do a like, let me just do this because my character probably would, because like in every single other time he's had like, even in areas where it's like, yes, it's filled with magic. Oh, like, and it's this specific magic. I'm just like, because this is again our first campaign, I'm just like, oh, let me just like detect magic on this thing. I already know what it is. So like it wouldn't be out of the ordinary, but I didn't bring it with me.
That is the trade-off of prepared spell lists.
Oh no, I know, and that was fun. I'm glad that I had read that book that was like How to Be a Douche, because they like it. Because that's how I justified like just mimicking them.
The what was it? The Featherfall came in very handy though. Like,
oh yeah. I was like, we're going up high. I was like, we're gonna need this probably. Even if things go really wrong, we can use this.
Also, I'm pretty sure that Michael has like a lot of gold now. I'm not sure exactly how much, but it's a lot.
320 something or 360.
Well, you can almost get that multi-tool that Loka doesn't need anymore.
I remember hopping in at one point, and Fane, you were buying something from Brian, and he was like charging you like crazy for it, and you wanted it really bad for some reason.
Well, I didn't realize.
You didn't know what it was?
No, I knew exactly what it was. It was very important to what I wanted from it, and again, I do think it was worthwhile to get what I wanted in my head. Because again, there are other ways that I could have gotten there for a lot cheaper. I didn't realize how much gold pieces were worth. And I realized that them being called gold pieces should have maybe tipped me off. But I was like, oh, 36?
How many did you... Yeah, 36 gold pieces for a single glass marble.
Well, 36 is his favorite number. I just thought it was like 36 bucks. Because every time we do something, we always get gold pieces. I was like, oh, so it must just be like the common, like, currency. Nope.
Gold piece is probably... It's like a 20 or something. $20 or something.
So, 36 $20 bills for a purple marble. It's fine, it had sentimental value, and I got to go on a knot date with a DMV worker and, like, learn about a book. And impress them by being like, wow, aren't the rich sometimes, like, assholes? And they're like, yes. And that was good. And it was worth $36. It's like tithing money, okay? To the Church of Clark. I'm not going to go there. I'm never going to say that again. That was the one time.
Clip it now.
It was recorded. Unfortunately, it was recorded. But,
Excuse me, just a moment.
Okay.
I like that was unrelated. But our DM being like, excuse me for just a moment after I say that shit is, like, terrifying.
I was gaming. What did you say?
Don't worry about
don't
it.
worry. See it as Sue is clipping it for you. So.
Okay.
Please.
And if not, remind me later.
He is so, like, surprised that, like, my character is, like, going after this character that he, like, designed to be, like, a boring person, like, just like a security guard sort of, like, again, he's like a DMV worker is how we describe them, and I was just like, no, that's great, and his name's Clark. Perfect. I'm gonna turn him into Madoka. He's gonna be, like, so unimportant, he's gonna become the most important.
Serious, put that in highlight suggestions.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
They'll have no context.
It's fine.
Good.
That's
so
the highlight
you don't
part.
need it there.
That's the fun part.
Oh. Well,
I'm
I guess it's up
glad
to Mr. Josh.
I'm glad that this isn't Vita unless it's Vita's dad, but I don't think it is, but maybe it is, and I'm terrified by that thought.
This
looks like one of the lions.
Yeah. It's so hard to distinguish if it's Crop or Bara.
Yeah, I'm trying to make him like thinner.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
I think it's Bara, right?
No, I'm trying to make
he
it
said
crop,
thinner.
just so it's
He's trying to be crop top.
thinner boy.
There needs to be like some distinguishing factor between the two. Like maybe crop top has like a patch of
We'll figure it out as time goes.
darker fur on his chest or something. I don't know.
Miss.
Oh,
Yeah.
I probably missed this since I've been working so much and haven't been able to join the stream in like it feels like months. I've definitely been in here like in between months, but like once every few weeks.
Yeah.
So I missed all of this character.
Yeah,
Oh.
they started with
Oh,
Crop
the-
Top Lion.
Yeah,
Well, I
Bara
do know
Top
that
Lion
because of
is
you.
his brother,
Okay.
yeah, they're both
He's
going to
just-
college.
Bara.
This looks like a
The-
college outfit.
The last time I drew Bara top line, I made him like extra big. You know that time I drew him like
Mhm.
creeping in on you specifically.
Oh.
You know.
Right, like Torihiko in Afterclass.
Exactly. You know, with a wrapper in his mouth. You know, don't worry about that. It's-
Oh, yeah, that one.
Bara top is good.
Yes.
Hey, it's fine.
Everything is fine.
I agree. Their face is very good.
Yeah.
So, did he like buy a
Confidence is
flannel
nice.
and just like like a huge one and then shrink like everything shit out of it?
Everything he wears has to be a crop top. Come on.
How did he get this?
Okay.
His clothes are
So-
custom made. He pays
So
for
that-
these.
So that is a flannel, and it's not just like a bunch of pockets and like a canvas crop top. I was just imagining like a fishing like vest that was like for a child that he was like, oh, I guess this is right. This is my size.
Well, this is the lumberjack, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, well, he has to wear a flannel thing, but it has to be a
Yeah.
crop top. So.
Yeah.
Here's where we're at.
See,
with
yeah,
it.
okay. Biotop, he's going to school, right? What is it?
He was going for education, right?
Okay. And Crop
Major
Top,
league
Crop Top
elite.
is already loaded. Like he's an
Oh, yeah.
influencer or something.
He's big on the tic tac, you know.
Oh
Their
yeah.
parents
Yeah.
are actually rich, but like not like rich, just like a little bit rich, you know.
They're upper middle class, you know.
Upper middle class. Yeah, exactly. God.
Lore in the making. Beautiful.
Blue collar flannel.
He's all right. He's doing his thing.
He's definitely doing his thing. I really want to know who the photographer is. Because, like, you know that this is somebody out there in the woods and like, he's, like,
it's
posing
Vita,
for a picture.
You know, like.
Yeah, they're canonically friends with Vita and all them.
Nice.
Does Vita
Josh
want to be
was?
there? No. Did they hate him
Hey!
in
He's
snacks?
okay.
Yeah.
No.
Uh,
What is Vita using to take this picture is the next step we need to take. Is it a normal camera? Or is it an accessory? I'm very worried.
What do you mean?
I'm very worried here.
Do you not think
That
that
he has,
just
like,
that Zeke would just have a camera?
I'm scared that he's like, ah, yes, this is the time to pull out my PSP and get the eye attachment for it.
What? Nah, Zeke's just using his phone. Come on.
No, not Zeke. Vita. You said Vita was taking
Oh, did I
the
say Vita?
picture.
Whoops, I meant Zeke.
Yeah.
They meant Zeke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zeke
Yeah,
makes
I can see
sense.
Zeke.
No,
Zeke just
Zeke-
kind of goes
Zeke-
with like whatever. It's like yeah, okay.
You've won.
Zeke-
You've.
Does
Sorry,
Zeke
you
have
first.
like a prepaid cell phone?
Oh yeah. He pays as he goes, you know. Like-
Yeah.
Zeke.
Zeke
There's
and Bird.
been pics you've done of Zeke taking photos before, like selfies and stuff.
yeah.
Alright.
selfies. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the
do
towel
think-
one, the other towel one.
There's so yeah.
Oh,
You're like, I haven't done this before. Right? And we'll get it again, don't worry.
I do think that Vita would have a PSP with the eye attachment, and that's what he would use for his
Oh,
photos.
100%.
And it would be awful. And
I've
find
used my
Brian.
Vita as a phone before. Like, I mean, as a camera before. Like, you don't know worries.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Of course.
Fane, you can do that with your like DS. Come on, you have. Yeah. that's
Oh,
fun.
yeah, shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
Sorry.
That... Oh shit, did I reveal too much? Never mind.
I mean, you never showed us the pics, but like, we know
Yeah.
there's spicy pics.
I almost feel like if you did that with a DS, like I'm surprised Nintendo doesn't have like a thing where like it prevents you from
What do you
taking
mean?
spicy
It doesn't
things.
have a no. It's not that it doesn't have a thing to prevent it.
Ever.
It has a really, really mood-killing, like clicking sound. Anytime you try to take a picture, you cannot turn that sound off. It's like the most obnoxious sound ever, just so people wouldn't use it to like take panty shots. Like that's like a legitimate thing that they had, and it's really annoying. I get why it's there. Yes, boyfriend. I know. I'm sorry. 4th of July was weird.
Am I breathing really hard? I don't know. Can you hear my game? I think my game's really low. I hope you can hear it.
We can't hear it.
I
No.
haven't. No,
Can't.
I heard it earlier when it was just the two of us, but
Yeah, I turned it down. Okay.
I figured.
I heard
You're
some
good.
lines of dialogue a while ago, but not recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the best part, is like hearing like detached video game dialogue and going, I don't know what that is, but I assume it's a video game.
Well, Panda, it might be me because my nose is all of a sudden stuffed.
Wait, is this the camera click sound? Hang on. Is this it?
Yeah, no.
I can't hear anything.
What the fuck?
No, it isn't.
It's like a jingle.
No
You know what?
problem.
Wait, what time is it? Oh, it's only 9:51. Let me see if I can find my DS. Oh, it's like literally right in front of me. Let me see if I can take a picture near enough my headset and you can hear how absolutely obnoxious it is.
Oh.
Yeah, later, Vivian. It's cool having you here.
Yeah, goodbye.
Have a
Bye,
good night.
Vivian.
Get some sleep if
A
you
wonderful
can.
night.
But also, if you can't, I fully understand.
Wow.
Just the DS. It's just like a click, right? It's just like a camera phone, like clink, but it's just
Yeah.
loud.
It is. It's just obnoxiously loud.
Okay.
And I'm like, again, it's regardless of whatever you have for your volume setting, you could have it on mute, and it just is like.
Okay, Josh, I want you to get an iPad so you can take pictures with the iPad out in public. That's all you use it for. You just carry it around to take pictures.
That's so
you have to have you need a case on it that you have to like unfold. You have to hold it up really big and just like fumble with it.
Man,
when
I've
you do
seen
it.
people do that though.
I know, it's amazing. I can see you doing that.
No, my
Just
favorite
for the
was I
meme.
saw someone with a camera bag with like the Nikon like logo on it, and a
no.
separate bag that was clearly for lenses, and they were holding up their tablet to take a photo.
No,
Oh.
stop.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh.
I've got everything loaded up. Let's see if you can hear it. Do you hear that crunch?
No.
Nope.
Discord is really good at filtering stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
okay. Then yeah, you probably aren't hearing it. Because for me, even with my noise canceling headphones, it like breaks through that.
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
It like somehow is like the algorithm was not prepared for the 3DS camera.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Okay.
Go have fun with that.
Can-
That's your thing.
So, as a side note, this line, he gives me like the same energy as like an anime protagonist right now.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Can't you just imagine him as like one of as
the
like
main
maybe like
character
one
of
of
a
the
light novel series with
yeah.
Oh,
3
yeah, again.
sentences long, and
What is it?
I
High
know.
School of the Elite?
no.
Okay, I don't know what it's called.
We've bought this land. Let's cultivate it in another world.
Oh yeah.
Is that the name
okay.
of that?
No,
that
because I think
said?
there's an.
Oh, guys! I got the sound of that awful camera. I hope you can hear this. If not, I'll close the video.
Oh, I heard something.
Oh, it was like
Yes.
There we go.
Why?
There.
Why is it like that?
It does that every time you take a picture, and it is obnoxiously loud. Again, yeah, it's that crunch. It's like something taking a chop out of something else. It's like, here's your camera shutter. Your digital camera is gonna like chunk.
I guess you
Better sound effects than the Pokemon game.
I don't
You wouldn't want to
understand.
put that anywhere near your genitals just for the fact that you're afraid it actually would do something.
I mean, it does clamp down.
That's a good reason.
Like, that is one of the features of a DS.
Well, of the regular DS and the 3DS. Then you have
Yeah.
Yeah, not the
one friend
2DS.
known as the
Not the
2DS.
2DS. But the 2DS XL, yes, it does clamp. 2DS.
The regular
no.
2DS, a whole ass piece of toast.
Yeah, and it's the only one that has like. Oh, I'm not gonna get into it. I want to get into it because I would be like, it's the one screen that like actually makes like the visuals on 3DS actually kind of clear because they don't have the fucked up top screen if you're not playing in 3D mode. Because the pixel ratios, I don't know if you've noticed this, they're really blurry because it's like an 800 by 200 pixel screen. But if you don't have the 3D on, it like merges pixels and it turns into these weird like blurry lines, which is why the bottom screen looks sharper than the top screen. I hate it. I hate it so much. Again, the original DS is one of my favorite systems. The 3DS I have so many issues with, and I realize that's a me problem. A lot of people love it, that's fair.
Everyone be quiet for 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah, there you go. I turned off the noise suppression. It had to be good.
Okay.
Yeah. Raunchy.
There, would giving him a shorter mane help like this?
Oh,
It does. It looks less anime, more Pokemon.
Yeah, him and his, what
It's
is it, a
true.
fur
he,
line?
oh my god, it does look more Pokemon. Oh,
It
shit.
does. He looks
He
like
has like
could
a
be gym
vest
leader.
on, kind of.
He is now a gym leader.
Oh no.
He's gonna be a Pokemon master, you know.
Well,
Oh,
he's
babe,
gonna
he's a
Until 20
literally.
years later.
He's going to swing his axe, and a Pokeball's gonna come out of it. So it's fine. He's great. We love him.
but if he's a Pokemon trainer, then he can't be hot.
Yeah, you can. Have you seen the Steel type Crusader from Gen 4? The only redeeming quality of that entire gen?
Oh my
What?
God.
Leader.
Okay.
Oh right, Oh right.
No, I've always
I
liked him.
have
It's pretty batty.
recently. Not recently. I have a lot of problems. Gen 4. I do enjoy Platinum more. It does still have a very. I don't
Oh
like
my.
the Gen 4 Pokemon, but
Oh,
it is the
it's
one
all
gen where I
sprayed.
could
Nice,
be like,
Josh. That's good.
Ape? I
That's
like the
good.
stupid letters that you can give for your custom Pokeballs. I
Mike,
really
Mike,
like
no.
making them say really stupid shit.
Yes, that one, Mikey. Yes, Mikey. Yes.
Oh my God,
I
Mikey.
don't see it.
No.
He looks better in not Brilliant the Diamond Pearl remake.
Yeah, he looks.
He
He
that's-
looks
yeah,
better in the
wait,
anime where they
the-
draw him with kind of
The
defined
very
muscles.
top one, The
Yeah.
very top one
I-
is from X and Y.
Oh,
That's one of
okay,
the Elite
actually.
Four.
Okay, actually, like
There you
now
go.
I see it.
I was playing in the game and was like, man, this gen sucks. Watch the anime. Now wait a minute.
Oh my god. How do you?
It's
Okay.
What I can
it's
find.
Tomba. Is that the name of it? Fuck.
Oh my god, no, shut up. We don't talk about Tama because it's like one of the few games when I was a kid, I couldn't make it past the first screen. I couldn't figure out how to get out of there.
Ah. No, that game's hard. I don't blame. I don't think I
was
ever
like,
beat it as
I'm
a child.
at the edge of the screen. Why is it not progressing? This is how Mario works. This is how my Nintendo works, and it's like not a Nintendo. Was that PS1? I think so.
Yeah.
So like I didn't own that console. I would just always play it when I was somewhere else, and I couldn't get past there. So I hate that game.
Wait, that's it? That's the only reason?
Yes, I wanna beat it someday. I want to just get past that screen, and see what else there is. But also, it doesn't deserve that.
I have it somewhere.
Oh, that's funny.
Not all of us are perfect.
Oh.
Indians on
Yeah,
Goldfish.
What?
I'm not that big on like cheese flavored snacks. They have this weird aftertaste that I don't really like.
Jesus Christ.
Very fair.
Okay.
That's why I don't
I
like
can't-
the squares.
Oh,
What are they
Cheez-Its?
called?
Yeah, those specifically,
Yeah.
I don't like the aftertaste they have.
The aftertaste is
Mm.
awful. You have to like
Mm.
slam them if you don't want it.
Yeah.
Bad cut.
But goldfish, there is
Extra-
none for me, and I love goldfish.
Mhm.
I mean,
I got very confused with the goldfish there.
sorry.
Yes, no, thank you, Selkie. My mind was still in Pokemon, and there is a specific. I'm not going to get too into it. There may or may not be a goldfish Pokemon in the new gen, and I was like, wait, what? And then you're like, delicious. And I was like, what? Why are we talking about the taste of this Pokemon goldfish? And then it was like, oh, the snack. And then he started complaining about Cheez-Its again, and I'm like, fuck
That's
you,
my
extra
bad.
toasty, the best.
No. The aftertaste. That was a good comment.
Like-
Yeah.
A snack,
Ooh.
not the actual fish. Got it. We don't have this. We don't have the snack here. Like,
Would
Oh,
you
you
eat
don't?
a goldfish? Like an
Oh,
not?
another one of those Brit things.
Oh, I used to have goldfish.
Yes,
They were
naturally.
nice.
Did you eat them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I liked
Well,
them.
in the
I loved
context-
them.
In the context of Josh being like, would you eat goldfish? And you're like, I used to have goldfish. Like, I don't know. This conversation has gone so far off the rails from a
Never had one.
misunderstanding.
I like original, but I also like flavor blasted. But I just don't
I
like
was gonna say,
your fingers getting dirty or getting all fucked up.
you're not gonna be like Brian, who like
I-
eats chips or anything that comes in like a container, will just like shove it up to his face and just like swallow it. He eats chips from bags like that. He will eat like dried fruits like that.
What do you
and I'm
mean?
just like, you
I
are.
didn't like that.
You
I
will
eat
take.
Chris
What are you
like
talking
that.
about?
That's a common thing, right?
He eats a chip. What do you mean?
Instead of like picking them up with his hands and putting them in his mouth, he just like moves the container right up to his mouth just so he can shove a whole load in.
Yeah, like he's
Oh,
drinking water.
okay.
So like,
I've never been into
I'm
that.
imagining.
No.
I'm imagining him with goldfish when you're complaining about things getting on your fingers, to him being like, "Well, that's never happened to me," and being confused because he doesn't use his hands. He just like consumes
That's
everything.
really.
But I do like flavor blasted goldfish. The original and the sour cream and cheddar ones are really good. Also pepper jacked.
Yeah, I do like
I'm-
the flavor blasted. I just don't get them because I don't want the best. But they are
Yeah.
good.
I do like original too. I do like goldfish. I just also really, really,
Oh.
really love extra toasted, the extra toasty Cheez-Its, especially with peanut butter.
You can have that.
Don't care.
You can have that too.
It's real good. No, my phone. Ah! Fine, it survived. I survived. Did I? Good question. I don't know. Josh, how do you feel about the new Pokemon protagonists? Have you? I'm sure you've seen them.
They look fine.
Okay.
I don't have strong emotions.
Yeah, like to me they're not offensive, but I also am like, okay.
You can
These
take that
are
out of
Scarlet
context.
Violet.
I don't have
would
strong
like to
emotions.
wait for like the actual model sheets and not an awkward perspective key art with a filter on it, so you can't even see
Oh
the
my
actual
gosh.
colors.
I'm getting annoyed that we still don't have render. Like, how long does it usually take for the actual like art for the Pokedex, like for the Pokemon?
It's different
Of a
every
new
time.
gen.
Sometimes,
Okay.
like I remember when Gen 5 came out, they released a bunch of the key art immediately, but I don't know.
And for Gen 7, they definitely did because they basically released every single Pokemon in trailers before the game came out.
Yeah, and Gen 8, all the characters had their key art like immediately. Like all of them were on public site before the game even came out.
Did appreciate that.
I know, because of how often I would complain about Rose's design.
Oh god.
How many buttons does he have? 87.
It's
He
fine.
needs more. He needs more.
Rose was attractive to me, but like also, I realized that was incorrect.
You know, out of all the villains, like Rose definitely seems like the most polite one. He had a booster seat made for Pikachu.
Oh, that's adorable.
When he sat down and had dinner with Satoshi and Pikachu, Pikachu was sitting at the table with a little booster seat.
Oh my god, that's never
It's
happened.
like-
That's good.
I was actually like not super down on Gen 8. Like I thought when I say that I mean I didn't have the same negative reaction a lot of people had. After playing Gen 9, which is like the jankiest piece of shit, but like imagine if they had an extra year, because a lot of what that game has is like really good. I'm just like, wow, Gen 8 kind of is like extremely underwhelming. It's like going on the tradition of like every even gen, except for Gen 2, is kind of boring and safe. Kind of even Gen 2, but like they still do enough in Gen 2 where it's like it's not. I don't know, man. Gen 9's so good, except for in every single way, it's god awful. What a fucking contradiction of a game.
Well, it can be an enjoyable game, but also a bad game at the same time. Like, it can be poorly made.
Oh yeah, people love Bloodborne.
I know a lot of people that really like Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, that's
God,
spicy.
I hate that game.
And I'm like, wow, I've never played a game that refuses to run as much as this one. Oh, I remember getting a mission that was like talk to X character, and I look around, they aren't there, but there's something slightly moving underground. And their name is just hovering above the ground. I'm like, he fell. He fell and can't get up. He's literally in the ground.
Yeah.
That game runs worse than 3 somehow.
Oh yeah. Somehow we actually do know the reason, and that's a little tragic. Is they were forced to use the experimental like prototype engine for Skyrim.
Oh.
So the reason why the game runs like that is the entire game is tracking every single NPC at the same time.
Why?
Because they were trying to practice that for Skyrim, because Skyrim's whole big thing was like, ooh, the world is like actually moving all at once. So like, New Vegas was like the preparation game to see if they could actually do it, and because of that, New Vegas suffers greatly.
Here, like everybody loves. A lot of people love New Vegas.
Yeah, it's a cool game, runs like garbage, and ruins like the experience every time.
Hmm.
I like 3 a lot. It's it's a bad game, but
Oh
I love
yeah,
3.
Yeah.
I was gonna
But
say
it's not
like
good.
that feels like an Ian game.
Fallout by Bethesda isn't good.
No.
None of them. I don't know previous. I've never played before, so I can't account for that.
Fallout 3,
They look-
Higgy.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't like fully enjoyed playing any of the Fallouts, and I played 3, New Vegas, and 4, and just didn't like any of them.
my god, 4 is so bad.
I
Holy
enjoyed
shit.
New Vegas the most. But that was, that's less about the game being good and more like, oh, like I'm personally enjoying this.
Right.
Especially since like I don't know, I enjoyed what everyone hates in that game. Cause I'm like, yo, peak of the game was dead money. And everyone fucking hates that section.
Wait. Oh no, I hate that money.
No, I get it. I understand why everyone hates dead money. No shame. It is an awful design zone and how it works. I just kind of like it.
It would work in like a game where like stealth and stuff is actually like it works.
Yeah,
It would work in
yeah.
a game that's like a good game.
Right? Because I'm suddenly playing like a what would be a good survival horror, but with Bethesda controls, so it doesn't work
Yeah.
like at all. But it was also like one of the best survival horror experiences that came out that generation. So I'm like, I'll take it.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Like I would never defend a lot of that crap because it's crap. Oh my god. Like, whew. Dog is cool though.
I like God.
I definitely like murdered Dog and kept God around.
It's fair.
And everyone like in high school at the
God
time
is
was like,
cool.
Josh, how dare you? That's so mean. Like,
God is cooler, sorry.
and I'm like, but God's cool. Like, Dog's cute and all, but like, Dog is cute, but like, I'd rather have God, which is a weird sentence out of context.
What the fuck?
Don't worry about it. I won't string it for you.
Oh wait, maybe I could, because now I have it on Steam. Will it work with this
Oh.
computer? Can the sheer
Probably,
power
I
of
mean.
this computer cause like the game to run well?
There are some games that like no matter the power of the computer, it won't actually run well. Like StarCraft 2 can never actually like run super well because of it's something about like multi-core processing that it doesn't use.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice.
So like mhm.
No, I get it. But it's got to be better than playing it like, I don't know, on a console, like for Fallout, like. Will the game run? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I played all those on console. There's no console commands, You can't fix the game when it breaks.
Oh god, I know, because I played it the first time on PS3, and playing any Bethesda game on the PlayStation 3 is a nightmare. So
Yeah, Skyrim slowly like fucking itself up the longer you play.
yeah, it's exactly like Pokemon.
Yeah, but you can't with Pokemon. You can actually just close the game, exit out, and it's fine. With Skyrim, it's based on a save file.
It's not like the games where they incentivize you for playing forever in one file.
Yeah, right. It is.
That's one of the worst game decisions they do with like Skyrim and like Fallout 4. It's like, oh, you can just keep playing forever. You always level up.
I hate that shit.
It's so bad.
If there's no cap, then there's nothing to actually work for.
Yeah, you can just like build. It doesn't matter. You can get everything you want eventually.
Right.
Maybe it's about the journey you
And then-
take to get there.
And just it has bad balancing with the enemies though, because like they're always constantly leveling with you. So like while you're leveling up, it's like, well, you better be leveling up like your weapon skills and shit, because like that's important because they're always gonna be leveling with you. There's no like cap to where they'll reach. So you always have to get that as high as you can.
Doesn't it just mean that you can never like level utility shit?
I mean, you can.
It's just
That
not
just
fun or
sounds
rewarding.
redundant to level up then.
Yeah.
Unless you want to actually get like some random thing like, yes, now I can make better potions on average.
And they fucked up their perk system at 4. Because in like 3 New Vegas, like you had your skill points, which just all like stats shit, and then you had perks, which was just like separate like things that did other things, random things. And then like Fallout 4, they like got rid of skills and they put skills into perks.
Ugh.
It's like, well, skills have a reason. It's just like that's the boring part where you just put a bunch of points in, and the perks they all do something different. It's like, nah, just combine them.
Oh god, I hate that shit. Yeah, I'll probably draw like crop top with just a shorter mane. Help kind of.
Okay, yeah.
I really like this version of him. He's very nice.
You don't like him with the crop top?
Well, I like him.
Say that.
I like him always. Just this is my particular aesthetic.
I see. I understand. Though I think that'll be it for the stream.
Oh.
See you later, stream.
I'll see you around.
I'll see you around.
Well, have a wonderful night or day.